Oh, yo, yo, it is what it ain't. It's your boy Rude Dog. Check this out, man. Yo, we about to go all the way in on this motherfucking Trump shooting shit. Cause I think that shit was a bunch of bullshit. Let's keep it all the way 100. Come on, man. That shit was a bunch of bullshit. That shit was staged. If it wasn't staged, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. That shit was fucking staged. My phone even said message because my phone even know I'm telling the fucking truth. But yo, this is an adult channel. Adult things will happen. Adult things will be said. Adult things will be done. That's my disclaimer. You will hear me smoke. You will hear me talking some shit. Don't take none of this stuff as true. This is just me talking shit. Now that we got that shit out the way, let's get back to the subject. This motherfucker, that shit was fake. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit was fake. There's no fucking way in hell he gonna have the position he have and fucking miss. Come on, man. For real. Keep it the fuck real. Then on top of that, man, this was a fucking kid. A kid, dog. A fucking kid. Let's keep this 100. They didn't shoot and kill that motherfucker. What they did was take that nigga, lock his ass the fuck up so can't nobody see this nigga and say they killed him just to say they took off the motherfucker. Like just explain they fuck up for the president. That's my view. But yo, man, let's get into this shit, man.
Thomas Matthew Crooks as the subject involved in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. The story behind Crooks is just as puzzling as the crime itself. Some say he was a loner who was bullied, while others describe him as well-liked by his teachers. But who exactly was Thomas Matthew Crooks, and what drove him to carry out such a drastic act? Our next report attempts to answer these probing questions.
The atmosphere was electric at the Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Thousands of supporters had gathered, waving flags and chanting slogans. Among the sea of faces was Thomas Matthew Crooks, a man whose presence would change the course of the event. Crooks, an unassuming figure away from the crowd, was positioned outside the event grounds on the rooftop of a manufacturing facility.
Now, let's keep this 100. You see this motherfucker sitting right there with the sniper. Now, as many motherfucking gunmen that was around Trump, that job of the Secret Service is to scan the whole perimeter to make sure shit like that don't happen. Straight up. They didn't scan the perimeter. Then how in the fuck, when him just being that motherfucker close to the damn president, that close, he was able to station up with an AR, with a sniper, with a scope, and all of that shit. For real? Let's keep this 100. Because I thought during the motherfucking Kennedy assassination bullshit, right? Ever since then, they made sure the president was well fucking protected anywhere he go, anywhere he went. Right? And then they made sure that every motherfucking spot was motherfucking watched. Every spot. Wasn't no motherfucking spot left untamed or untuned to. No spot. Like though they checked all rooftops, windows, wasn't no windows open, wasn't nothing around him open, wasn't nothing around him knocking them off track, wasn't no strange sightings or anything around him, around the whole damn perimeter before he even get there. They supposed to have two people right there, and this dude was just like what? 118 meters from the stage? For real? Let's keep it 100, man.
He was oddly 118 meters away from the stage, where former President Donald Trump was speaking. The open-air setting at the Butler Farm Showgrounds provided the suspect a clear line of sight of his target. The sun dipped below the horizon as Trump's motorcade arrived. Security was tight, with Secret Service agents scanning the crowd.
If you don't know how to make chords, this is it. Congratulations. The chords are already made for you.
All you do in your dog
For any signs of trouble.
I don't care if they scan the whole crowd. You see, this is they fuck up right here. They say they scan the whole damn crowd. Well, obviously, they didn't scan that motherfucker good enough because there shouldn't be no way in hell anything around that area or perimeter. Just 116 motherfucking meters away. Nigga, that's like me looking out my window and looking at this house is way the fuck over here. And this motherfucker has a free headshot to my ass to kill me. For real? Which is some bullshit, man. Straight bullshit. I'm not mad at the fact of the president getting shot because shit like this was bound to happen to motherfucking Trump any damn ways with all the shit that he got going on. I'm not tripping on that. That shit was bound to happen. But what I'm mad of is the point that these motherfuckers getting on here motherfucking line and explaining they fuck up, trying to clear up they fuck up when it was they motherfucking misleading motherfucking actions that got him into the situation that he's in right now. Which is some bullshit.
And as Trump took the stage, the energy in the crowd reached a fever pitch. Crooks held the semi-automatic AR-15 rifle, fingers closing in around the grip of the trigger.
Now, okay, let's break this gun down. Now, this motherfucker got 1, 2, 3, 4 clips, right? No, that's just there for show. But 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. You know, like though he got the motherfucking advanced scoping on there. He got the motherfucking overheat for the barrel. He got the stock. You know what I mean? He got the motherfucking stand. He had every perfect motherfucking scenario to hit the president with no problem. And this motherfucker mess. Let's keep it 100, man. This shit was set up.
Take a look at what happened.
At least 8 shots rang out. Donald Trump was saved by mere inches. Panic erupted as people screamed and scattered, trying to find safety. Secret Service
Now, look at how this is set up.
agents swarmed and Trump was escorted to his vehicle.
See, they supposed to have this man covered. And all it is till he get to his motherfucking safe target or destination or in some type of prone position where he cannot be seen. And for him to be able to motherfucking stand up out the crowd, throw his fists up like he Black Power, you know what I mean? Like he fighting the issue. Then throw his fist up like, nigga, hey, saying fight, fight, fight. But to keep it all the way real and 100, they should have had that motherfucker bent down in some type of little prone position and covered up to where he can get to his car and can't nobody see him. He shouldn't even be able to pop up like that so this motherfucker can get like, what, 8 more rounds off in his motherfucker head? Come on now. If all of this shit is not telling you that this shit was staged, man, what the hell else would this shit tell you? Stop listening to they motherfucking lies, man. Good show. Come on, man. Stop listening to they motherfucking lies, dog. This don't take no rocket scientist for this shit. You see what they did with motherfucking the Kennedy thing. When his ass was shot, they made sure that whole damn scene on perimeter was locked down and he got all these motherfuckers down to some type of prone position to get them the fuck out of there. Even though homeboy was dead. But now, you see this shit? He's popping up, fist up, barely nicked him. Homie shot off 8 shots with the scope. He was in every perfect scenario for this man not to be alive right now. And you mean to tell me just because this kid with a fucking sniper can't shoot, miss? Man, I'm not believing that shit.
We could clearly see him with a rifle, absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
That day, Thomas Matthew Crooks altered history. His identity was quickly revealed to the public, and when investigators combed through Thomas's life, they found little to explain his motives.
Definitely something you weren't expecting,
Cuz, man, look, now let's go back to that. What homeboy was like, nigga, the motherfucker right here. The nigga is right here. I'm sitting here looking at the motherfucker. And y'all ain't gonna do nothing to get this nigga? They ain't telling you this shit was staged. Come on, man. He's pointing right at the motherfucker, and they didn't even do nothing to the nigga. Didn't know a damn, man, come on, man. This shit was staged, dog. This shit was motherfucking staged. I care as less what the position in the show.
Even after,
But man,
Cast who was always alone.
that shit was staged.
His classmates described 22, and when investigators combed through Thomas's
I'm sorry how the
life,
fuck shit up.
they found
Yo,
little to
that shit
explain
was
his
staged,
motives.
Definitely something you weren't expecting, it's kind of shocking. You wake up in the morning and your whole street's lined up and you're like, what the heck's even going on? And then you turn the news on and you're like, oh, dang.
He was an ordinary 20-year-old with no criminal record, no history of violence. Graduating from Bethel Park High School in 2022, Crooks was among more than a dozen students who received National Math and Science Initiative Star Awards worth $500. His classmates described him as a loner who struggled to find his place in the world.
he would sit alone at lunch. He was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad.
Man, look, I don't give a fuck if this dude was a loner or any damn thing else. He knew what the fuck he was getting ready to do. He knew exactly what the hell he was getting ready to do. He knew why he was getting ready to do it. This nigga went and got the rifle, the whole setup and everything. There's no explanation for this motherfucker. I can't see why these motherfuckers giving explanations for this nigga.
I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know.
Often criticized for his dressing style, Crooks, as described by his former classmates, would dress in hunting attire. They say he was an outcast who was always alone.
He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance. Like they were just saying jeans. He'd wear hunting outfits sometimes. He would always wear a mask. Even after COVID, he wore a mask.
Crooks was also...
See, this is what I'm saying, man. Y'all have no explanation for y'all fuck up. So motherfuckers is reaching and grabbing and trying to find some type of motherfucking thing that they can grab on to explain they fuck up.
also a member of the Clayton Sportsman Club for a year, where he honed his shooting skills. Investigators believe the weapon used for attempted assassination was purchased by his father. How a local nursing home kitchen worker turned a shooter has left investigators stunned with many unanswered questions. The community struggled to understand how a seemingly normal young man could harbor such intentions. Crooks' voting record showed him as a registered Republican, but he also donated $15 to a liberal campaign group, Act Blue, in 2021.
I mean, where is America going to now? Okay, I was talking to one other reporter, and I said, the country's been never so divided, okay? Everyone needs to go and take a step back, relax. If you have differences with a candidate, you do it at the voting booth, you know? You don't do it, you don't take action like this clown did, okay? If it happened to Biden, I'd be just as stunned. because there's no need for that in our society like this.
The 20-year-old suspect was killed by a Secret Service sharpshooter. Several suspicious devices were found in Crook's vehicle. Since he was carrying no ID, Crook's identity was confirmed through DNA and facial recognition. Police and agencies are investigating his motive. His house where he lived with his parents was sealed. Bethel Park police said there was a bomb investigation surrounding his family home. How much time was spent in that planning remains the subject of an ongoing investigation. Police believe he acted alone, but they...
Okay. Now they saying dude was an outcast and they believe he acted alone. Okay. I understand that situation. But to keep it all the way real and 100, they still shouldn't be reaching for explanations for an excuse for they fuck up for not making sure that the damn president was guarded at all times. That was they fuck up, they mess up, so they need to take responsibility for it instead of just trying to blame it on other shit.
continue to investigate whether he was accompanied to the rally. Crooks is not just remembered for what he did, but for what he left behind. A trail of questions, a legacy of unanswered whys.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
A News 18 network initiative.
Well, that look like that's the end of that one. But yo, I'm just letting y'all know, man, that was some bullshit out the gate. Straight bullshit. Because there shouldn't be no reason in hell that he was able to get that position on the president to where he got a shot that damn good. Then on top of that, the motherfucker, the dude, come on, man. You saw the shit. The dude was sitting right there, was like, motherfucking, the nigga's right here. He's right fucking here. So there shouldn't be no goddamn reason that this motherfucker even got the shot off. You know what I mean? The nigga's right here. See, I see him right over there. The nigga right here. That's exactly what the hell he did. And the motherfucking police was like right there. Secret Service, man, the army motherfuckers, all that shit was right there. Didn't do a damn thing. All of a sudden, shots rang off. Fuck. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden the president's missed. What the fuck ever, man. That shit was set up so he can snatch this motherfucking presidency. That's what I'm thinking. And now they're gonna come with a whole spew of shit to sit here and try and fuck your mind up and tell you that ain't what it was. When the whole damn thing was that this motherfucker was fucked in the first presidency, as he say. And so he's trying to get his game back on this next one. Come on, man. Let's keep it real and 100. Let's keep it real and 100. I see the situation. I see the problem. I see what's up. How come I'm the only motherfucker that can see this and can't nobody else? I don't believe that shit. But anyways, I'm up out of here. Rude dog. I had to do this shit.